Alright guys, so you should be kind of done with your Nike shoe by now. This is part 2 of your video tutorial. So check this out. All I'm going to do is do something called flattening layers. This is what you're going to want to do before you turn in any kind of Photoshop assignment to me. I'm going to flatten all these layers and it's going to shrink down my file size. So right now, check this out. If I go File, Save As, I'm actually going to select my USB disk. I'm just going to call it Nike shoe. Let's actually change this to like Nike shoe done or something like that. Right now I'm going to keep it as a PSD file so I can show you the difference in file sizes because you can actually see the file size right over here. Okay, so I'm actually going to say save. I'm going to say OK. Alright, I'm also going to save this. I'm going to flatten it and I'm going to save it as a JPEG, and you'll see the difference in the file sizes. And file sizes are really important in Photoshop. It's really easy to make a huge file in Photoshop, and then you won't be able to turn it into Classcraft because it only handles, you know, so many sizes of files. So what I'm going to do is actually go over here to the Image tab. Oh, I totally lied. It's not image, it's layer. I was just kidding, I was testing you. Layer tab. And then go all the way down here, and you're going to see something that says flatten image. And check this out. When I flatten my image, watch my layers panel. It's actually going to collapse it into one panel. That means I hope I was done because I'm not doing anything else. I can't select any more layers. I can go ahead and undo it if I want. But from this point out, you should be done and ready to turn it in, or else you shouldn't have flattened your layers already. Maybe I should have said that before. Anyway, so flatten your layers. It should look kind of like this on your on the right hand side now. The last thing we're going to do is do a file save as, and we're going to call this a JPEG. JPEGs, it stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. So this is the most popular file format of most pictures that you would find online because the file size is kind of small. It's quality wise, it's still really good quality picture. So you're going to say save as. Again, make sure you guys are clicking on your student numbers. If it says this PC over here, you have got to click on this PC. Look up here, guys. Look up here to this little address bar. When you're saving files, this tells you exactly where you're saving it to. If it says downloads anywhere, don't save it to the downloads folder. It will be gone the next day. So click on USB if you are saving it to a flash drive, or click on this PC and then click on your student numbers. Okay, either way, I'm going to save this to my flash drive. So I'm going to click on USB. Right down here, I'm going to keep this shoe, the name the same, Nike shoe done, but I'm going to click on where it says save as type, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say JPEG. Notice how we have 3 different JPEGs. We have JPEG, JPEG 2000, JPEG stereo. We just want the first JPEG. We'll look at the differences a little later after we get done kind of digesting Photoshop and playing around with Photoshop. I'm going to say save as. All right, and when I do say save, it's going to ask me what kind of quality do I want to save this as. I'm just going to kind of leave it where it is. Most of the time, if I were like printing this image up or posting it on a website, I would go ahead and take this little slider all the way up to maximum quality. For right now, I'll say 9 is fine, and 9, 10, that's fine, even 8 is fine. And you're going to click OK. This does make a difference with your actual file size. All right, so now let's check this out. Let's look at our file sizes of what I just saved. All right. When I click on date modified, I'm going to see what I just did up top. This is the first thing that I saved. Look at the file size here. It's 5,166 kilobytes. That's without my layers flattened. That's without me saving it as a JPEG. Also notice that this is saving as a Adobe Photoshop file. You cannot ever turn in an Adobe Photoshop file to me. It must always be saved as a JPEG. Okay? Very seldom will I ever ask you guys to turn in an Adobe Photoshop file. This is handy to have because if you want to edit this project later or make any kind of changes, you can't do it from a JPEG. You have to do it from a PSD file so that it opens in Photoshop. So I'm actually going to turn in this JPEG image. When I go to Classcraft and I log into my Classcraft account, you're going to say attach file, and please make sure you attach the correct file. There are lots of people in this class that know how to submit assignments through Classcraft. If you are one of my noobs, please get with one of my people that were with me last semester, and they can show you how to submit things into Classcraft, guys. I would show you honestly, but even if I go into Classcraft right now, it's not going to let me. I'm not going to be able to see what you guys see on the Classcraft side at all. Okay, so just do your best to get with everybody and people that have been in my class before. and see if you can't figure it out yourself. All right, you're going to go to assignments, you're going to click on the assignment. It's pretty easy to turn in. If you've ever submitted anything online, any kind of form or file, it's pretty easy to do, and you'll know when you turned it in. Okay, so that's kind of it for this project, guys. If you did more than one Nike shoe, that might help you in the future. If you ever do need extra credit, that's fine. Sometimes I do look at stuff like that. If you're one of those students that goes above and beyond and you do extra work on top of the work that I already assign and you take it to that next level, I see that. I see everything. I see all things. Even when I'm not here, I see everything. All right, so please keep in mind, guys, you have a substitute. Be on your best behavior for Friday and Monday. Please make sure that you're flattening your layers before you turn anything into me in Classcraft. Please make sure you're saving as a JPEG. All right, peace out. I'm going to the Bahamas. Have